part 3, crocheting fans, of doing the mystery squares that we don't know for sure what it looks like. And let's see what colors I choose, if the colors I choose go along with the square once I'm done with it. I learned from the last one, it did not. So maybe this time I will pay more attention to that. So let's do it. Okay friends, so here is the square that we're going to be doing today. As you can see, it looks like a big snowflake or star, I guess whatever we're going to call that. I'm going to do this big thing in the middle, all one color. I'm going to do blue in a different color, and I'm going to do that tan in a different color. Now this does start with the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 chains to form a circle. I am going to choose to do a magic circle instead. You choose what you want to do, but that's how I'm going to start mine. So let's get going. Okay, so we're going to start with a magic circle. We're going to wrap once and we're going to wrap twice. We're going to insert the hook underneath those two, grab that third one, pull it through, and we're going to do a chain. Now, if you follow the chart, it has you starting right here. You have a single crochet, you have 3 chains, you go back for a single crochet, 3 chains, single crochet. You kind of see that repeat. We're going to do that 12 times. So let me do a couple of them and then I'll do the rest off camera. So we're going to insert the hook, yarn over, pull up a loop, yarn over, go through both. That is your first single crochet. Then we chain 3 times, 1, 2, 3, and now we're going to go back in and do another single crochet. Okay, you see how that was? Okay, so chain 3, 1, 2, 3, and we go in and we do a single crochet. 1, 2, 3, and a single. So make sure you do those 3 chains in between each single crochet, and make sure you have 12 single crochets in the magic circle. So why don't you guys go do that? So now I'm at the end of the row. At this point is where you pull your yarn and close your circle. And now I will say that I did do that part already. I'm so sorry. That was off camera by accident. So, so now we're going to slip stitch this chain 3 to the top of the very first single crochet. Okay, and now we need to start round 2. What we're going to do on this, we're going to flip our work for each one of these rows now. So let's flip our work and we're going to be right here. Okay, that needs to start with a single crochet in the middle of the very first one. You guys see that? We're going to do what we did the last row. So we're going to do a single crochet, we're going to chain 3, and then we're going to connect it into the next loop there. So we were here, we chain 3, we put a single crochet on the next one. We chain 3, we do a single crochet. So just like we did before, we're going to do it again. So why don't you guys do that and I'll meet you back. We're at the very end of that round. Now we need to make sure that we slip stitch it to the top of that very first single crochet that we did. And when you do that, we're going to rotate our work. Okay, so now we just did round 2 and now we're going to do round 3. We're already in that space right here. We're going to do a single crochet and it has 6 chains that go around, and then it goes into the next chain the next chain 3 space, and you do a single crochet. So let's start right here. So we're going to do a single crochet inside that first one. We're going to chain 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We're going to do a single crochet in the next one. You see where we're at so far? So we just did that. Now we're going to chain 3, 1, 2, 3, and we're going to put a single crochet on the next chain 3 space, and we're going to repeat. So now we do 6, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, we put it a single crochet in the next one, and now we do 3. 1, 2, 3. So now we're right over here. So we're going to continue this round. So do 6 more single crochet, 3 single, 6 single, 3 single. You guys see this? We'll see you right around. Okay, we're at the very end. We just did the chain 3 stitch, which is right here. And we're going to slip stitch it to the top of that single crochet. Okay, now we're going to flip our work. And when we flip our work, we're going to be right here. Okay, so now inside that space there is a single crochet. So let's do the single crochet first. And then it goes over to all of these chains and you do double crochets into all of those. So since you did the 6, you're going to do 1, 2, 3. Now we're right here. First thing on round 4 we need to do is a single crochet. And now we're going to do all of these doubles, 2 chains, and those doubles. We're going to do it inside of that big giant chain 6 that we did. So there is 5 double crochets and then 2 chains. So double, 1, another double, 2, 3, 4, 5. If you notice it starts to do that, just slide it over, you'll be fine. Then 2 chains and do another 5 inside the same space. So 2, 3, 4, 5. The next round, now we go over here and we do a single crochet in the middle of that chain 3 space. So we're right here. Let's do a single crochet. And now we're right over here where we do 5 double, 2 chains, and 5 double, all inside that big one. So why don't you guys go ahead and do that, and you can go around the rest of your chart, and I will see you when you're done. Okay, so now I'm at the end of the end of this color. We need to slip stitch it on top of that single crochet, and that is now the end of that one. I am going to now finally cut it since I was able to finish that off. So since we've been going back and forth for each round, we need to make sure we still flip it. So I am going to flip it in. Now I'm going to stop and I'm going to show you where we're at now. We are right up here. This next round is going to be pretty easy to do. We're going to single crochet inside of that very first top of the star. That's where we're at right now. So let's do that real fast. Pull that. And then there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 chains. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And now you see the 2 lines going across it. That means it's a treble. And we need to do that on top of the single crochet. So a treble is you wrap around twice. You find that that's right here is the single crochet way down there. So we're going to go on top of it, yarn over, pull up a loop, yarn over, go through 2, yarn over, go through 2, yarn over, go through 2. Now there's 6 chains. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And now there's a single crochet on top of the next chain 2 space. So it's exactly where we started before, and now we're just on the other peak there. So let's go over to there and do a single crochet. And now we need to do 6 single crochets again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And then we're right down here, and we need to do a treble on top of that single crochet. Okay, so treble you wrap twice, And there's the single crochet right down there. So let's go into that. And then go over, go under 2, 2, 2, and then 6 chains. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And now we do a single crochet on top of this. You probably see how this is repeating now. So now we just need to go around all the way, and we're going to end up right there. So we'll meet you right back. Okay, so now we're at the very end of this round. I just did the 6. This is the very first single crochet that I did to start it, and I'm going to slip stitch it into it. And now I'm going to flip my work. So now you can see that I'm right up here. Okay, so you can see there is a chain 3 that's supposed to replace the double crochet. We'll be doing a stacking single crochet instead though, and then 2 double crochets, chain 2, 3 double crochets, chain 2, 3 double crochets. Okay, and then in the corner we do 3. So let's get and start right over here. I am going to slip stitch into the middle of that round, and you can tell you do that as well. I guess I should show you that if I can do it. Do you see those little dots? Those little dots are slip stitches. Okay, so let's do a stacking single crochet, and that's going to replace the chain 3, and we're going to do 2 double crochets. I'm sliding that around, sorry. And then we're going to do another double crochet. Now we're going to chain 2, 1, 2, and we're going to be over here, and we're going to do 3 double crochets. 1, 2, 3, and now we're going to chain 2, 1, 2, and we're going to be on this side now, and we need to do 3 doubles because we're right here. 1, 2, 3. So now we need a chain 3. 1, 2, 3. And we're going to be going inside the same corner, and we're going to do 3 more double crochets. So we're going to be going right here inside the same spot. So 1 double, your 2nd double, and your 3rd double. So we did that. Now we chain 2, 1, 2, and we should be going, right, where are we at? Right here. We chain 2 right here, so 3 double crochets, right? Did I do that? Yes, that's correct. That's a little tricky right there. I got lost in the sea of chains and double crochets. Okay, so let's get the 3. And now we're going to go right over that single crochet, and there it is. So we need to do 2 chains because that's what's on top of it. And now 3 double crochets on this side, inside that space. So 1, 2, 3. Now we're going to do another, chain 2 and another set of 3, but that's going to be the corner item. So 3, 3, 3, 3 double, 3 chains, 3 double, all inside that corner. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, and 1, 2, 3, and then 3 more doubles. 1, 2, 3. So now we're right here, and we're going on top of that. So 2 chains, 3 double, 1, 2, and 3. So we're right here. 2 chains, 1, 2, and 3 doubles. 1, 2, 3. Now we have 2 chains. 1, 2, and now we're over here, and we're going to do that corner again, and that should be right here. So 3 doubles. 1, 2, 3. 3 chains. 1, 2, 3. 3 doubles, still inside the same spot. Oops. There goes. 1, 2, 3. Chain 2. 3 doubles. 1, 2, 3. So we just did that. 2 chains because it should be on top of that single, and it is. So 2 chains, and then do 3 doubles in the next space. 1, 2, 3. Where are we at right here? 2 chains. 1, 2. And now we're going to be in that corner. So we're going to do 3 doubles, 3 chains, and 3 more doubles, all in that same space. Okay, so now we're right here, and that is where we started. So we should only have 2 more chains. 1, 2, and we should be right where we were at before, and slip stitch it right into it. Okay, and now I am going to cut my work. Okay, so this is where we ended. We're going to make sure we flip our project since we've been flipping it this one. And what you're supposed to do for that last round, and it looks pretty easy, we are just going to start it wherever we want, let's be honest. And we're going to do single crochets on top of the chain, or on top of the double crochets. Then we have 2. And then we have the 3 on top of those. You can kind of tell we're just making sure that these all cover and make it a straight line. Does that make sense? You probably can see that. Now on the corners, make sure that you do have 2 chains in each one, but we're going to get started. So let's start this. We're going to do a single on top of that. Then a single on top of that double, a single on top of that double. Now it should be 2 singles inside of this chain space. And then 3 singles right there. So 1, 2, 3. We have 2 inside that space. And now we have 3 on top of those doubles. And then when we get to the corner, that should be right here, we need to do 2 singles inside of that, 2 chains, and 2 singles. And that's the whole thing. That's the whole repeat. So I'm going to have you go through and finish this, and I will see you at the very end. I will have this all cut and weaved in by the time you see it again. Okay, so here is our final square. This is definitely a square that needs to be blocked. There's no way around it, okay? And sometimes, truth be told, I don't like to always block. So if I realize that I have something that desperately has to be blocked, especially a big giant blanket, if you're going to do these squares and make it into a blanket, you are doing a lot of squares. So it will definitely take you a long time to block all of those. So I want you to think about that really hard before you start this one. For a blanket at least. But I do think it's pretty. I think it's absolutely beautiful. I really like it. Let's see how long this is. Let's pull it over to my little thing. What is that? 7 inches. I mean, that's a pretty big square, but It is very pretty. Here's both sides. We did flip our work each round. We flipped it because of how on our chart which way it was going. If you did not want to flip it and you wanted it to all be one side, totally fine, but then you'll have to cut each row and then move it back and then start it. So that's the whole reason why I did flip all of mine, but I do think this is really pretty.